Hello, welcome back to Sacred Vapes, channel that aims to bring you the views and experiences of products on the market today, brought to you by an average vapor. Now this week, something quite special. It's been plastered everywhere over the past few months since the announcement back in December. Very, very big product. You will know what it is, especially if you've read the title already. It's this, the Freemax Twister kit. Now, this is probably the biggest launch of the year so far. Certainly, it's advertised everywhere. Everybody's rushing out to buy one. I mean, as soon as I bought this from Vape Kings, as soon as they got them in stock, I put my order in because I was really desperate to try it. But the reason why I was interested was not because of the kit, was for this. But before we get into all that, let's give her a vape. Now, what you get, it comes with the Twister mod, and it comes with the fireluke 2 tank. Now, that's what's interesting for me. That's why I wanted to try this out, because what this is not necessarily a sequel to the fireluke, but it's a sequel to the fireluke mesh. The Freemax have been rebranding all their products recently. You probably may have missed it, but the Mesh Pro is now called the M Pro. And the fireluke Mesh 2 is just called the fireluke 2. So they've definitely done away with the normal coils and they're going mesh only now. So really interesting product. It comes, let me show you. That's the sleeve that you get. So you've got all the content and everything else, what you'd expect. And it comes with 2 boxes. Open it up. The mod box, see the mod would be there. You would have a USB cable, you get instruction booklets and a warranty card and a warning card. You get O-rings, a little nice bag of them, and that's it. Into the tank box, you get a spare bubble glass. I think that's a 4mm glass. Silicone pack, and you get 2 coils. Now you get the 2 that you get is the one pre-installed is the 0.2 dual mesh, which is this one. As you can see, it's had some use. It's rated 40 to 80 watts at 0.2, and you get the single mesh, which is 0.15, rated 40 to 90 watts. Now let's go into the little breakdown of what the device is. The Twister mod is a 2300 mAh internal battery stick device. It comes with back USB charging port for charging, front fire button which has indicator light, and it's controlled by the Twister at the bottom, hence the name. Now the indicator light, you get 4 colours in total. You get a flashing blue when you plug it into charge. You get green when it's full. You get yellow, which is what it's on now, see, for medium, and then red for low battery. And it's about, what, 25mm on top. It's just show you there. Now this is how the Twister works. That's set to 70. Camera probably isn't picking that up. But when you want to adjust the power, you just turn, and the little window there tells you what power you're on. So it goes up in 10 watt increments, all the way from, let's go all the way down, 10 watts, all the way up to 80 watts. So nice, simple design. How it works, basically it's just bumping the power up from the internal battery. Nice, it's very old school, but what they've brought with this is a nice updated design to give you that option without putting the screen in. Now the tank itself, it's a 6mm capacity tank. It comes with top fill design, push it back with the red dot is. There's your fill hole. Comes with a replaceable 810 drip tip, which isn't coming off as I'm filming this video. But there we go. replaceable A10 drip tip. Comes with bottom airflow, and as I say, it comes with 2 coils, 0.15, 0.2, and that's pretty much it. We'll move on to the pros and cons of it now. Now the first pro for me is going to be the design of this. Now when I picked this up, this is all they had in store, but it comes in a range of different colours: orange, green, red, blue. You know, really nice striking design. It's like a graffiti-esque. This is a El Diablo type design. You know, the other ones are graffiti designs. Got to admit, love the designs on them. I think they look absolutely beautiful. Next pro for me is going to be performance. You know, this mod, I've had no issues with it. It's fired well. It holds charge. I'd say the battery life, and going into another pro now, battery life lasts longer than a 2300 should. Now, it's not as long as, obviously, if you're going to compare it to a bigger battery, you're going to notice a difference there. But I've had small 2000 mods before, and this does seem to outlast them. It's not going to last you all day, but you're going to get a bit more life out of it than you normally would. Now, nice and comfortable to hold. It's got a little bit of weight to it. That's not a bad thing. I'd say it's nice and easy to control there. No issues there whatsoever. I do notice a difference as I've moved up in the wattage. Move on to the tank as well now. Now, if you're a fan of the Mesh Pro, you're going to love these coils. There's a lot of flavour. It works very much like a Mesh Pro coil, especially with the dual mesh. You're getting a big intense hit of flavour. That's always a great thing. It comes with the 6mm glass, unless you buy a TBD version, which was always going to be a pro because of more liquid, it lasts longer. Airflow, nice and loud. Well, I was going to say nice and loud then. Nice and wide, but no, it's not loud. As you can hear, plenty of airflow and plenty of adjustments. Let's just turn it down to, I mean, I'm vaping this 0.15 at only about 70 watts, but this is it. Airflow almost closed. And you do get more flavour from it when you turn the airflow down. So it's, again, that's a big pro for me because it gives you that option. Do you want more flavour? Do you want more vapour? Always a big fan of that. Now, top fill design, nice and easy. If you've got the Mesh Pro, you'll know how it works. Nice, simple, smooth design. The fact that it's a replaceable A10 drip tip, that's going to be a pro. And yeah, coil life, about a week and a half on a coil. So, and that's before I changed it just to try the second one out. So, by all means, you're going to get at least 2 weeks plus out of these coils, which is absolutely fantastic. Indicator lights are nice and bright. I'd say the yellow is a bit hard to see in daylight, but other than that, they're nice and bold. As you can see, really stands out. And turning the device is nice and easy as well. 5 clicks turns it off. You can see. 5 clicks turns it on. Again, very easy to use. We'll get on to the cons of this now. Now for the mod, I'd say the only real con I've got for it is the fact that it takes a while to charge. I mean, I personally charge anything internal via a USB port, so it takes me a bit longer, but it does take about 3.5 hours at least to charge this device up. So even if you're doing it through the plug, you're still looking at about 2.5 hours charging time. So it is a little bit on the long side. So it's not like a more convenient, quickly thrown on charge and off you go. The other con, actually, that I will say is that indicator light is very inaccurate because the green will last for a fair few pulls and that's fine. But the minute it goes from yellow to red, it kind of dies quite quickly. It's barely an indicator to go ahead and stick it on charge. So wasn't a big fan of that. Other than that, I mean, the weight might be an issue for someone. Certainly a little bit on the heavy side, but for me, it just feels nice and solid and well made. Cons for the tank now. Now the first con is going to be that fill design, same as the Mesh Pro. You're going to have the same issue as you do with that. That's just going to slide back in your pocket. Actually happened to me using it. Half the tank emptied. So yeah, they haven't fixed that design. Now, other than that, the only other cons I've got is with the coils. Now, for the 0.2 coil, the dual mesh one, I found it had the same issue that the Mesh Pro does. And if you leave it lying down on its side for a amount of time, if the tank's half full, you'll get dry hits when you first start pulling on it, which quite unpleasant when I first found out, because I've been so used to just being able to throw a tank down and pick it up. So that's the only real con I've got with that. With the 0.15 coil, the one I'm using, the main con I have, I mean, as I said before, it's rated up to 90 watts and I'm vaping in a 70, is that it gets very, very warm. The heat doesn't dissipate from it at all, which is a bit of an issue because it means you can't chain vape on it. I mean, this is just me taking a few pulls. And you're starting to feel the heat, not as much when I've took shorter pulls, but if you're taking it to proper pulls that you normally do, it does warm up quite a bit at the top. I mean, I can feel a little bit of heat there, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, if I'm being honest. It's something that, to be honest, I haven't come across that many coils that do that these days. So it was mainly the old type. So yeah, other than that, there isn't any other cons I can really come out and say about the tank itself. So we'll get on to the overall now. Now overall, I'm disappointed with this. This is going to be a bit of a double-edged conclusion for this video because from my personal perspective, I am disappointed. I picked it up for the fireluke 2 tank and it feels like the tank is quite poorly designed. I think what Freemax had the chance to do was bring out a tank that took on the Falcon and other single mesh coils and stood out as the best single mesh on the market, and they haven't really done that. I think what they've essentially brought out with the fireluke 2 is brought out, in terms of profile, the Mesh Pro Mini. I think that might have been a better name for it. The dual mesh works exactly the same way, so if you enjoy using the Mesh Pro, you'll enjoy using that dual mesh. The single mesh, there is a lot of flavour there, but I say with the heating issue, it doesn't put itself up there. Better coils would be the Crown 4, would be the Cleto 120 Pro, even the Falcon, the Skynet. They're better single mesh coils in this design. So overall, I wasn't a fan of this kit, if I'm being honest. I really wasn't a fan. But, and this is where the double edge comes in, if you are a fan of the Mesh Pro and you want something that's convenient, something you can take out with you, this is going to be perfect for you. It's weird saying that after saying I don't like it, but yeah, it is for the price of it. I mean, £35. It's fantastic value for what you get. Now, the mod isn't going to last you all day. I have seen a few mentions, people surprised at that, but the battery isn't massive. It isn't going to last. But for Mesh Pro lovers, you're gonna feel really good value for buying this. It really is a high quality kit. It just isn't something for me, if I'm being honest. I will say before I wrap the video up, there is a little bit of a warning. Would I recommend it? I'd actually wait to pick this up, because there seems to be a design issue with these. It hasn't happened to me, but I'm starting to see more and more mentions on social media about it, that it gets stuck in the charge mode with the blue lights flashing, and people can't seem to get them back out of it. So I'd say I would recommend the kit if you're a fan of the Mesh Pro, but wait for the next batch to come out, because hopefully by then they would have fixed the issue, and then you won't have that stuck in charging mode, which almost bricks the device. From what I've seen, it doesn't seem to be a solution either. So yeah, we'll wrap the video up there. That was the Freemax Twister kit. Now you can pick this up pretty much anywhere. £35 seems to be a standard price. I've even seen it down as 30, so there you go. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry this video was a bit longer than normal. Next week I've got something. Now I've only really started using it the past couple of days. I'm certainly going to put it through its paces now over the next week. It's going to be the Aspire Tygon kit. Now, if I get a chance to, I'm going to bring the Geek Fate Lucid kit as well. I've partly started using that as well this week, so let's see how it goes. But as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to join in with the Facebook group, the link will be below. But as I always say, stay safe and keep vaping.